All systems go. Clear for takeoff.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the SHIPIT Nation MLB quick hit video for September 3rd's Sunday NFL slate. There's only 7 games on the slate, pretty condensed, pretty small for a Sunday. But again, the prize pools are big around the industry. We're going to dig in and see what sort of winners we can find here for this Sunday afternoon slate, Labor Day weekend. So obviously happy Labor Day to everyone out there. Enjoy the long weekend, assuming that you get one. As always, our shows are brought to you by Drafters, big time overlay over at Drafters. If you haven't checked it out yet, get on over there. Use the code SHIPIT to get 100% deposit bonus up to $100. That's an extra $50 if you go on the site. You can only get a $50 deposit bonus. If you use our code SHIPIT, you get a $100 bonus. And then that is big time overlay. Our guys Title and Marley have been doing shows every week, basically throughout the summer, and the overlay is going to be big. So get on over to Drafters, use that code SHIPIT, and then NFL is obviously right around the corner, and it will be starting this week. Thursday night game, the Lions Chiefs. I just wanted to put up our promo that we're running over here at SHIPIT Nation. We have the monthly package. So if you want to get in at $59 a month, that gets you access to everything on the website. We recently launched this 3-2-1 bundle pack, which gets you everything, and it's 6 months of access. So it gets you all the way through NFL season, taking you through the Super Bowl and beyond. And it gets you every sport, not just NFL. We have MLB, obviously NBA when that starts up, PGA, MMA product has been phenomenal. We'll have NHL content as well. So all sports for $321. And then we have our annual package, which is $599. Then that kind of equates to $49 a month. Cheapest all-in price in the industry. There's no doubt about that. We're very excited for NFL to be here just right around the corner. It's a very exciting time over here at SHIPIT Nation. So make sure to get on over there and check it all out. We're excited, continuing to improve and add on to our NFL product. We'll have a show tomorrow on Tuesday. Myself and Tambo will be breaking it all down, show you guys some content pieces, what we have to offer, and then a couple big surprises that we're going to talk about on that Tuesday show. All right, let's get into some MLB talk today. 7-game slate. I'm going to kind of switch up the format a little bit. I'm just going to go through and give you my thoughts on most of the pitchers on this slate. And then we'll go in and talk about some offenses. Then we'll get out of here and hopefully, get some of those SHIPIT Nation logos all the way to the top of the leaderboard. On DraftKings, Sandy Alcantara is at the top at 9,600. Safe-ish type option. Good matchup against Washington. But his results recently have not been very good. It is a good bounce back spot. So I think he's in play. Don't love him. Kirby, I think, is fine at 9,300. It's a good ballpark, obviously, in New York. Maeda at 9K, I'll be looking to avoid. Chris Sale, take some chances on. I mean, the Royals lineup sucks. Sale, not the same Chris Sale, obviously, but the strikeouts are still potentially there. You just have to avoid a couple bats in this Royals lineup. So good with Sale. Really like Scooble at 8,400. He's been very safe and has flashed some upside. John Gray's a guy that I've been playing quite a bit of this season in general, because he just has these spike games where he just goes off 30, mid-30s upside. So interested in him, and I do like his matchup against Minnesota. And then cheap guys that I'm looking at, not a ton, honestly, once we start getting down here. I think my favorite on the cheap end is probably all the way at the bottom, Zach Thompson. Good matchup. Can he go out there and get us 15 fantasy points? I think he can. He's only $5,600. So Zach Thompson is a guy I'm interested in. Favorite pitchers overall, Scooble, Gray, Sale, Kirby, Zach Thompson. That's kind of where I'm at in terms of the pitchers on this slate. Let's see what we can find in terms of some bats. Again, it's only a 7-game slate. I'll just go through the games and just give you my thoughts each game. First one on the slate, Phillies, Brewers. Total in this one sitting at 9.5. If I was going with an offense here, I think I prefer the Brewers offense. Have some cheap bats and pretty good lineup spots today. Mark Canha leading off. He's only 2,600. Tyrone Taylor is 2,400, batting fifth. So a lot of cheap options here. On the Phillies side, in player, I mean, pretty decent team total. People tend to avoid the Phillies a little bit when they're facing a lefty, but Schwarber, Harper, I think are still fine. Lefty. Not my favorite offenses, but I'll have some exposure in my 150 to both sides. Marlins and Nationals, the total's 9. Not a ton on the National side. CJ Abrams, I think, is always in play. He's solid. Lane Thomas, Joey Meneses, probably more 3-man stacks on the National side. Really like the Marlins, though. Like the lineup that they rolled out here. Our guy Jake Berger batting third kind of stands out to me. But a lineup that I can play everyone, I think, top to bottom. So really like the Marlins today. We have the Mariners and the Mets. On Kirby, not much interest in the Mets, but the Mariners, moderate interest. Their total has come up a little bit. They're now approaching 5. It's an interesting lineup because Julio Rodriguez, Jasker Hernandez, Cal Raleigh, but they also have cheap guys at the bottom with some upside. So interesting team there. Tigers, White Sox. I do have interest in the Tigers. I want to see their lineup. Obviously, Riley Green out for a little while, so see what they do. Probably Baddoo gets to the top. He's only 3K. Very interested in him. And actually, as I said that, their lineup just came out. So let's take a peek. Baddoo leading off, McKinstry, Torkelson, Carpenter, Vierling. So pretty standard lineup. So cheap bats in there as well. Makes it easier to stack. Top offense on the slate is going to be the Red Sox again, in a really good spot, facing the Royals' crappy pitching staff. A lot of high upside guys in this lineup. They finally got there last night, scored 9. Expect something similar tonight. They're going to have some offensive success. Lineup not out yet, but for the most part, they roll a pretty standard lineup. In on them, I think you can play some Royals as well. Sale is going to get some ownership. Bobby Witt is obviously a name that stands out. He's a stud. Price tag is up there at 6.3K, but I am interested in some Royals bats, probably more like 3-man type stacks. When Sale's off, the ball can definitely leave the yard. Pirates and Cardinals, 9.5 total. Cardinals are an interesting team. They're somewhat frustrating. They've been frustrating pretty much all season, it seems like, for the most part, but good spot here today. Goldschmidt, Gorman are the guys I'm kind of looking at. Alec Burleson is only 3.2K. Some other cheap dudes at the bottom. So moderate interest in the Cardinals. Not one of my, maybe like there's 7 games. So they're top 3-4 stack that I'll be looking at today. And then the Twins and the Rangers, lowish total, 8.5. John Gray, Maeda. I wouldn't mind taking some shots against Maeda. The problem is, man, we talked about on the show on Friday, it's like these price tags for the Rangers, you're not getting any discounts. And if you stack the Rangers, you want all the main guys. You want Semien, you want Seager, you want Adolis Garcia. They're all right around 6K or higher, so it makes it tough to stack them up. But on a 7-game slate, try to get a little bit of exposure in 150. So wrapping up offense, Red Sox, Marlins, Tigers, Cardinals, Mariners, kind of where I'm at if I'm doing, if you're doing 150 lineup. So there are pitching options on the slate. I think I prefer to save a little bit, go in that 8K range. Skubal, John Gray, solid options. And then for offense, going to be able to play whatever you want for the most part. There's enough cheap bats to make it all work. So it's kind of where we're at on the slate. It's only 7 games, as I said, but, big prize pools across the industry. So, good luck, obviously, if you're in the streets. And just one more reminder, get on over SHIPITNation.com. We have this bundle package going. It's only going to last through week 1 of NFL. $321 gets you access to everything on the website for 6 months. That gets you all the way through the Super Bowl in February and beyond that now at this point. So make sure to get on over if you're not interested in the bundle. $59 for the month, $599 for the annual package. Very cheap, all on price, cheapest in the industry. So we're very excited for NFL to get started this week. Tambo and myself have that show on Tuesday. It's going to be a release party number 2, basically part 2. We did one a few weeks ago. We're going to follow up on Tuesday, go over everything. We have a couple big announcements on that show as well. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. Let's have a good Sunday. Let's see those SHIPIT logos at the top of the leaderboards. Be back tomorrow with more content. See you guys later. Good luck in your contests.